Hello everybody, it's me, Xander here, coming at you live from Emerald Quill Studios. And today I have a special co-host who probably will be making more entrances and appearances here. Why don't you introduce yourself, good friend?
My name is Chief from Cordelia Gaming, over on that channel that I have just said I came from.
Shameless plugs.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Shameless.
First off, since it seems to be a running thing that I seem to have been doing so far, even though I only have 2 episodes done, I guess I'll talk about the status of the channel. Currently, I seem to have... Hold on, let me just get YouTube up here.
The good old YouTubes.
The good...
77.
What? Oh, yeah, thank you. 7. I currently now have 77. I seem to just be growing as the weeks pass. That's, I'd like to say thank you, guys, for that. So, that's a thing. Next up on the list is, Chief, how you doing? What have you been up to in life and such?
I am doing pretty well. I was on vacation, and now that I'm back, I'm feeling pumped. I'm making a lot more videos. I'm gonna be on that this time until probably September, where I'm probably gonna lop off for a little bit.
Yeah,
But I'm trying. I'm gonna keep it up even while I'm in school, starting November, because I'm going to college.
Yeah.
You guys won't know that, so now you do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So if any of you guys want to, you should check out Chief's channel. It's really cool. He does Let's Plays and stuff. Hopefully, if any of you guys watch me, you might want to watch him. He's pretty cool. Well,
Yay.
as you do know, because I know you've watched my my first 2 episodes, or at least the second one. I usually talk about some of the games I've been playing. So, do you want to have any games that you've been playing so far that you want to talk about?
Oh God, I'll have to open up. Well, the Steam summer sale was just out, and I bought like
that's right.
16 games.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've only played probably like 6 of them.
6 of them?
One of them that I thought was really noticeable was the Westport Independent, which is a game where it's about the censorship, the government, and newspapers, and it's set in like the 1940s.
Interesting.
And it's about you trying to persuade the people one way or the other to become loyalists with the new government, or to become all rebels against the government.
Oh.
And they're trying to convince these 4 districts.
Okay. All right.
And depending on how you censor your newspaper and how you force your editors to write the articles, different outcomes will happen. And it's really stylized, and it was pretty cheap, and I'm loving it so far.
Oh, nice. Anything else?
Yeah, I just got Don't Starve. It was more popular, I guess, back in the day when the Yogscast played it. But me and a couple of friends have it, and we play it a lot nowadays. So
Yeah.
I'm starting a series on that too.
Yeah. What is that? It's like kind of like a survival game or something. I don't really know how it works.
Yeah, it's really stylistic. It's like as if like Tim Burton kind of went with the 2D top-down Minecraft, except it's not nearly like Minecraft. It's not as blocky and bad graphic-y, I guess. It's better than Minecraft in almost every aspect, I gotta say.
Yeah, well, you know, Minecraft nowadays can be played pretty much on any... You can play it on your fucking toaster now.
Oh yeah, I did that just last week.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean like they got a Wii... They have a Wii U version, they got a 360, PS4, PC... I think... I mean, don't quote me on this, but I think there might be a 3DS version, but I'm probably wrong about that. But...
I mean, if they made a Wii U one, it's not exactly that far of a stretch.
Well, I mean, it's on iPod, iPad, it's on everything.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean...
True.
I don't know, I could never get into Minecraft, honestly. I saw a lot of things on it, and, one of the reasons was because one of my friends, like, he used to tell me, like, a lot of times, well, actually, no, I'm not even going to try to censor it. It was Durr. when we were younger,
Yeah.
Durr got like really into Minecraft, and he kept on asking me like, "When are you gonna play it? When are you gonna play it?" I'm like, reasons, circumstances, things about my mom not wanting me to have video games on my laptop, so things like that. I said, nah. And he kept on asking me so much, just kind of pissed me off to the point I was like done with it, and like he would play it all the time, so it just got boring. And then one day, a guy I watched, some call me Johnny. He makes a lot of reviews, so he reviewed it, and he was talking about how like the game is more for I don't know. It's like it doesn't really have a story or anything, so it's more like do anything you want. But when you can do so much, there's really nothing to do. So in that aspect, I could see it, and it really wasn't my kind of thing, really. So I couldn't get into it. But I know you played it a lot.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, I did. Especially for the channel, because I thought it was fun. And yeah, like you said, there's just so many things to do, and like it's like there's so much to do that you either pick and choose what little things you want to do, or you kind of just get too overwhelmed with the amount of things, and you just kind of don't want to play it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm out of the Minecraft hype almost totally. I'm thinking about trying to get back into it with the series, but it's gonna be tough.
It's just I don't know. I prefer having at least some sort of small objective or something. I don't know.
Well, I mean, there are the achievements, which I think if I go by that, it'll be a lot more entertaining, because it'll be like a challenge to do instead of like some made up thing. I'm gonna go try to do this or build that.
Yeah.
They're like set achievements to get.
Yeah, I could see that. I don't know. Achievements have always been kind of iffy to me. They just. I guess the thing with whole, like, because, you know, I've played only pretty much Nintendo games, so I've never really experienced the whole achievement thing in, like, Xbox and stuff. But to me, from an outsider perspective, the achievements kind of seemed worthless. Like, they don't really seem to do anything besides saying that you did it.
I mean, I think it's this kind of thing, like, oh, it's technically part of the game. So it's like, oh, you didn't beat it till you got all the achievements. And I guess if you did get all of them, it does give you like a sense of pride, like, I did all this. I spent hours, and it shows for it. I feel good about myself.
I get it. It's the bragging rights kind of thing, which, you know, that's good. That's good.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't play games for the achievements, but like, if there's a thing, I'm like, hey, that's a pretty neat little Easter egg. And I have kind of an incentive for it. Like, they'll show it on my profile. Like, hey, I'll go check it out.
Yeah.
But it's not like, oh, I gotta do every single one. No, I can't do that.
Yeah,
Unless, again, it's like Minecraft, where you don't really have a set objective.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. I could see achievements in Minecraft being really helpful. What's next? Oh, well, you know what? I guess I haven't talked about one of the things I can finally talk, because I said in the very beginning of this podcasting that I wanted to talk about different movies and stories, and actually, in my cinema class, we did watch a full-length movie, and it was called Pan's Labyrinth. It was a Spanish movie.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it was a Spanish movie, and for you guys who haven't watched it, I don't know the director's name. Damn, I forgot him. But
that's why you're on the internet.
Yeah, okay, hold on. Yeah, can you look that up for me? I'm pretty sure you could do it a lot quicker.
Yeah, it is Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, Guillermo del Toro. Yeah.
Del Toro.
And I guess the story is that he got the inspiration because he read a book called, I think, The Fairy Tales Stories or something. It was about fairy tales and stuff, and he wanted to make an adult fairy tale. And it takes a lot of inspiration from, like, the whole Grimm's fairy tales thing and stuff like that. And actually, some interesting facts is that, one, Hollywood wanted to make an American version of it, and they offered to let him have as much production money as he needed or a budget, but he refused it because he didn't want to, like, you know, artistic things. And he also he chose to do all the subtitles by himself because I guess subtitles kind of get lost in translation sometimes when they're translating. So he chose to do it all by himself, which is really interesting to me. I found that kind of cool. But the story of it is basically like, I think it's a Mexican war. I can't remember which one, but it's set in that time setting, and like this little girl, her father died, and so her mother married this general guy, and so they go and they live in like this like kind of bunker thing, like this mansion during the war, and she finds out about this labyrinth, and there's like these fairies and stuff. God, I'm really horrible at summarizing plots.
Well, I mean, we do have Google right here.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to just like read off of it the whole thing. That's tasteless.
Yeah.
That's tasteless. But so these fairies find her and they lead her to this labyrinth thing, and she goes inside it, and she finds out that she's basically the daughter of the king of the underworld, I guess it would be. It's kind of like a happy underworld thing. It's not really like a mean underworld. It's weird. Definitely weird. But so she has to like do these tests to be able to prove that she is the daughter. And so like the first one is to like kill this toad so that she can wow, major spoiler warning here. Yeah, I'm saying so many things. She can kill this toad so that she can like save this tree because it's dying. And the second part is like she has to get a knife from this different dimension where like there's this weird skin monster who has like eyes in his hands, and that's how he sees.
Yeah, that's my favorite character.
God, that thing is creepy as all hell. Damn. Like, damn.
I love that character.
Oh god.
That's like the most memorable part for me is the feast.
It's a very memorable part, that feast thing, but and then the third one is like, so she has to like get her brother, her newborn brother, and like I guess kill her, and so she chooses not to kill him, and that's how, and she ends up dying. I'm not gonna say too much because in case any of you guys out there ever want to watch it, but I'd say it's pretty good. It's very stylistic, German expressionism.
Very dark.
Yeah. Very, very dark. But I don't know, I'd say it was good. The way I can sum it up is that you can either interpret it that everything was just in her head, or everything wasn't in her head, and so stuff like that. At least that's how I see it.
Fun fact,
What?
Its original title is El Laberinto del Fauno.
Yeah.
Which, I didn't take Spanish, but I think fauno is probably fawn.
I think so. I'm not sure.
So, yeah, I took French instead. So I'm thinking it's the Fawn's Labyrinth was the original. And seeing that, like, one of the characters that they emphasize is this deer guy, I'm thinking that'd be pretty accurate.
Yeah. Yeah, that would sound correct, yeah. But other than
watch
that,
it now on Amazon for $2.99. Thank you, IMDb. The more you know.
Wow, wow, that Amazon pricing though.
I know, right?
Actually,
I'd
that's
probably just find it on some website for free.
Yeah, probably. We do not condone pirating. We only condone stealing. I mean, borrowing.
Oh, I'm a pirate. That's for sure.
So, anyways, besides that, and also in my Cinema 25 class, we went over I think we've gone over the Russian era and Russian montage. And so we started learning about montage theory, and there's actually 6 different kinds of montages. Man, wow, you can tell I pay a lot of attention because you know what? I have notes. I take notes in class. Why am I not using them? I'll talk about them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Them notes? Never thought they'd become useful until now? Oh, he's gone. Oh well, I guess I'm here to entertain you now. So, speaking of piracy and movies, I watched Osmosis Jones before I went on vacation, which was probably like a month ago. I remember seeing that movie as a kid and thinking, hey, it was pretty good. And you know what? It wasn't as good as I remember it. Of course. The cartoon part is still pretty entertaining, but the real life part's much more serious and not funny.
Osmosis Jones?
Yep. It's a movie where this little girl, I forget where they're going, but they're going somewhere, and she's with her dad, who's a widower, I guess, because her mother died.
What
And
the
he has
fuck?
some kind of, and he has some bad, he gets some disease from an egg that drops at a zoo, because he gets an egg and a monkey steals it, so he eats it anyway, and he's kind of like a slob. So, inside his body, parts of it take place, and it's all like cartoony, and it's represented cartoon characters as like white blood cells to take care of all these viruses that are happening inside the body.
Oh.
And on that egg, there happened to be a very bad virus, and one white blood cell tries to save it or destroy it before the father dies.
Oh. Interesting.
That's the best I can describe it without me. I swear the cartoon looks better than I make it sound, because in my head I see legitimate white blood cells following.
No, I
amoeba
looked
or
it up.
something.
I looked it up, so I see what it's looking like, but it's just...
Yeah, but I mean, like, just in my mind, like, if I was being told that, I imagine a white blob following a little oval around the body. And it looks really stupid in my head.
Okay.
Yeah, I still find it really entertaining, regardless of how bad the real life stuff is.
Oh, okay. Well, I got my notes back. So there's metric montage, there's rhythmic montage, tonal montage, and then there's overtonal and intellectual montage and cool Slav montage. Cool
Now tell
Slav.
me,
What?
I was gonna say, now tell me, which one did they use in the Muppet movie?
Which Muppet movie? I never watched any Muppet movies.
What? The newer one with the guy from How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah, no, I didn't watch that.
What?
Yeah,
Just
sue
kidding,
me.
continue.
I'll start backwards. Kluslav montage is it's basically like it's really just a scientific test to see the like what they showed us in class was that like they had this picture of a guy, right, and then they showed a picture of a bowl of soup. So then you could infer that the guy was like sitting eating soup, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so see that. So basically, it's like, Kluslav montage is like this idea that you see two pictures together, you can infer that they're at the same place doing the same thing or something, you know? Does that make sense?
I suppose.
I can't tell if you're just listening or not even paying attention.
I'm listening. Like, I'm not moving anything on my screen.
Oh, okay, wow. Shit.
So,
So let's see, what else do I have here in my notes? Yeah, I have a lot of stuff about World War II. We went over, well, no,
World War II.
no, not World War II, I'm sorry, World War One.
Oh, I hate you. Never mind.
Hey, I like World War II more, but like the Russian montage thing got big like towards the end of World War One, where they kind of it was like towards this time between I think it was Lenin's rise to power. There was like this gap of allowance for expressionism, so that came about, which was good. But anyways, so then.
That was like pre-World War II.
Yeah, pre-World War II, pretty much.
I think that's like really close to the beginning of World War II.
It is very close.
Okay, my memory's not failing me yet.
Yeah, so, let's see. Overtonal is like the accumulation of like metric and rhythmic. Oh wow, I can see why I put it in between 1, 2, 3, and 5. Shit. Okay, alright, you know what, let me start from the beginning. Metric montage is editing that follows a specific number of frames, like the physical nature of the frame, because the very beginning, for all this digital people would edit by literally taking the different film and just cutting it off, so that's how you get that montage thing. So you basically have it like you'd have a number of frames and then you'd cut and then have a different scene with the same number of frames and then you'd cut back to a different thing. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay.
Can you compile it in a single sentence?
Okay. I can try to give an example. Okay, so say you have like a video of Pikachu running for like 5 seconds, right?
Yeah.
And then you have him running, okay, and then it cuts, and then you have like Ash, and he's like standing there or something, like with his arms spread out, right? For like 5 more seconds.
Oh, so it kind of makes you connect the dots?
Kinda, yeah. Like cuts back and forth. And
I think the problem with the explanation of these montages is because when people think of a montage, they think of like training montages or funny montages.
That would be a rhythmic montage. Or like.
Yeah, see, I think that's what people more associate montage with, which is why this might be a little confusing.
Probably. Okay. Yeah.
Just to me. I don't. Probably not just to me. I think a lot of people find it a little bit confusing.
Probably. You know, not everyone's trying to major in cinema like me, so you know, there's that. But so that's metric montage. Basically, it shows you what's going on, and then for a certain number of frames or seconds, I guess in this sense, and then no matter what's happening, it will switch to something else, and then you have to like kind of watch what's going on there, and like your mind's thinking like, whoa, wait, what happened over there? And then it will shift back, and it will show you what's going on during that. Does that make sense now?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, alright. And then there's the second one, which is rhythmic montage, which is probably what you're thinking of. It's based on time or time intervals, or like being like, you know, put up to music or something, so that at different octaves it will cut. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's rhythmic montage. That's the thing that most people have seen or are used to. Besides that, we also have tonal montage, which is like uses the emotional meaning of shots. Does that make sense?
Use the emotional meaning of shots to do what?
Just to arrive emotion, I guess. To bring a reaction from the audience, basically. And what else do we got here? You know what? Okay, so like if you have a picture of like, I don't know, I guess a kid sleeping, it's supposed to bring out like relaxation, audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
And I think I may have found all of your methods.
Chief got so bored he just went online and
I found attractions, metric, rhythmic, tonal, overtonal / associational, intellectual, and vertical.
Yep, that's all of them.
Okay.
Yeah. So
attractions. Montage of attractions asserts that an audience is moved emotionally, physically, and politically by sudden bursts of aggressive movement.
Yep.
Metric, where the editing follows a specific number of frames, used based purely on the physical nature of time, cutting to the next shot no matter what is happening within the image.
Yep.
Rhythmic includes cutting based on continuity, creating visual continuity from edit to edit.
Yep.
Tonal. Tonal montage uses the emotional meaning of the shots, not just manipulating the temporal length of the cuts or its rhythmical characteristics, to elicit a reaction from the audience even more complex than from the metric or rhythmic montage. Overtonal / associational. The overtonal montage is the accumulation of metric, rhythmic, and tonal montage to synthesize its effect on the audience for an even more abstract or complicated effect. So far half of these are basically the same thing, but either more complicated or not.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Intellectual uses the shots with combined elect and electoral meaning. Intellectual montage seeks to use few images, but images that are rich in cultural, symbolic, and political history. Their collision brings out complex concepts that traditional montage could not achieve. Vertical montage focuses on a single shot or moment rather than across horizontal various shots. Indelibly, vertical montage provides a closer reading of images and their content, as well as permits non-visual phenomena to be considered. Alright, that one's inside the image proper. Alright, that's Wikipedia for you.
Yeah, well, that's montage or stuff, but to kind of get off, well, not really, but the guy who like kind of started all this was Sergei Einstein, not related to Einstein.
Yeah.
It's, yeah, so like he basically had been studying Japan and stuff, and so he got into like the kabuki stage craft. It's like basically like, I guess it's in Japan you have, or I don't know if they still do it, but it was like a theater and it would shift or stuff depending on the scene or something. It was pretty interesting, I guess. But yeah, that guy is the one who like kind of created montage and stuff. He's known as the father of montage, I guess. But if you guys have watched my videos, Fire Emblem Through the Years, that's a good example of a rhythmic montage, which I guess to go into little detail, I don't know if I put it in the description, but it took me around a week to do that whole thing. Because what I had to do was I had to go through different... I actually went through a bunch of different Let's Plays for most of the footage. And that's how I got a lot of the little fight scenes from like the different games. The only other thing is from the GBA, a lot of the crits. Pretty much every single GBA... No, all the GBA ones are from... it's a compilation of all the critical hit animations, but I don't know who did it. I can't remember off the top of my head. I know I linked it in the description, but it's a compilation of that, and then the so I had to get all those. I basically had to cut, like with all the Let's Plays, I had to make cuts and like different separate videos of just different battle animations that I wanted, and then for the Awakening part where it has all the crit things, I had to go through and individually cut and crop each little piece and stack them on top of each other in this time editor, and that took a good solid 2 days just to do. So it's one of my proudest ones. I made a revamp one, but I never like said anything about it because I didn't want people to think that I was trying to like just get more views and such.
Double the views.
Yeah, just like I didn't want to like make people think that. Yeah, I was just trying not like, because what it was that since it was one of my last days using the editor since school was about to come out, I didn't want to like leave with any regrets. And one of the regrets was that there was a couple mistakes that were just visual on the thing that pretty much only I noticed because I've watched that video probably like at least once every month or so. I've watched it quite a lot. I'm pretty proud of it, but I don't know, when you watch each scene 50 times over like I did for the montage, you begin to notice certain things that just are a little off, so you kind of have to fix it. So I fixed it, but I didn't want people to think that I was just trying to like re-establish views, but I also wanted to keep the views that I had on the old one. So I just kind of put revamp and uploaded it.
Yeah, that one only has 36 views, while the other one has 358.
Yeah, see. I don't really
care. The older one says that you took 3 to 15 hours. The newer one doesn't say anything about how long it took.
Yeah,
I didn't. For certain parts.
Yeah. With the newer one, I don't even think I put little tags on it. I just uploaded it.
What? You have to have tags? Tags are what make your video able to be found.
I might have put tags. I don't know. Hold on, let me go in Video Manager and see.
I think.
Well, yeah, the tags are what make. Well, the tags are what make it so that certain searches will be found.
Trigger the response and stuff.
Yeah, it's like I don't know how to explain it in a very simplistic. I don't know.
It's basically any word that is not in the description or in the title will any word that's not in the description or title will have it be brought up if the term is in the search.
Yeah.
I guess would be a way.
Yeah, so like if it's related to that, it's like it's kind of like how videos that are related to the video you're watching comes up.
Yeah. Tags.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, I did put tags. Never mind, I tagged it.
Oh, okay.
No, what I did was not promote it, like, cause the first one I put on G+, like, check this video out and stuff.
Yeah.
Cause I don't have social media. But anyways, so yeah, that's a little, I guess, behind the scenes on how I did that. You know, mostly if anyone watched it and also watches my podcast, I don't know, I guess to answer a question probably no one ever asked, but only me. Why there's mostly GBA animations is because the GBA animations are really fast and short. Compared to like Radiant Dawns and stuff, so I loved the GBA animations. I think they're like some of the coolest freaking like just things to watch in the world, so that's why a lot of them are just GBA. But also because they're very short.
So
what?
Fluid, and they are the best animations you can possibly have. The Awakening ones don't even come close. None of the other Critical Hit animations even come close to anything in the GBA series. In my opinion.
Yeah. I think the Fates are cool, but I think it's mostly only cool because it has voice acting and sound and just. I think the Fates animations are pretty good.
I don't think I'm I just don't think that the way that they made like the models just affects the way the animations look to me. Like, it doesn't make me feel impressed. Like, it doesn't look visually appealing to me.
Yeah.
Like how with the GBA ones, they were all sprites, but they're all relatively thin. They had different body sizes, so they looked correct in what their animations were doing. While in the Fates and Awakening, all their body styles are relatively the same. It's just their armor that makes them look more bulky or less bulky. So that kind of makes the movements look odd when they're trying to execute them. It makes them look rather slow and not flowy. Like, it's just not smooth.
Yeah. Well, okay, I'm not saying the GBA or the Fates animations are better than GBA. Not at all. I think the GBA are the best by far so far. But what I am saying is that the Fates ones are pretty good. They're a lot better than Awakenings. I like them because like the one thing about the GBAs is that they all use stock models, like all besides like certain characters, like main characters like Lynn and Eliwood and stuff, you're pretty much getting the same exact sprite. But like with Fates, you get little personalized coloring and like they all have their face. So that's what I'm saying. I think it's pretty cool. I liked it. But yeah. So the GBA ones, they're a lot faster and stuff. So it was a lot easier to mix the different. I guess you could say. I guess doing the sound mixing and syncing, it was a lot easier to do it with the GBAs than anything else. So
yeah,
that's the behind the scene or the behind the talks of that video, I guess. Let's see, on to bigger things.
Way bigger things.
Yes. Thing I promised Chief that we would be able to talk about. New Pokemon stuff has been announced.
A shit ton of stuff.
First off, one of the most interesting things is that they finally showed off Zygarde Ultimate.
I think it's stupid though.
Zygarde Ultimate, that was the coolest part because like they showed off the Z thing and I think, and dang it, I was really hoping this would piss off Chief, but I guess it didn't.
I'm just really unimpressed with Zygarde. It feels more like Digimon than Pokemon. And, like, its ability, like, yeah, I get it's supposed to be something neat and stuff and new, but just a bunch of stuff about it just kind of turns me off about Zygarde now. I mean, like, before, it was like, yeah, you know, Zygarde felt a little unfinished, but, you know, it was there. It didn't look terrible. It was decent. But now with the perfect form of Zygarde, it doesn't feel like Pokemon. And the previous forms, like a dog, that doesn't make any sense. And with the little cells, I mean, the cells are understandable because they have those little hexagons and whatnot on their stomachs. So, oh yeah, I can see how that could fit into Zygarde. But the dog, that makes no sense. And then now this form, he goes from a snake to some weird humanoid thing, that makes no sense. And then a bunch of designs on, like, the things that come out of his back, they just look bad. They look like they're on hinges. And it's just, man, terrible designs to me. I don't like Zygarde anymore.
I thought it was kind of cool. I think the little Z-Strike ability is really cool.
The animation for that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't like how it goes into Z formation though.
I don't know.
But other than that, I like that. And Thousand Arrows looks really cool too.
Yeah, 1,000 Arrows is cool. I don't know. My stance on it is that I honestly, I think it looked really fun and stuff. But really, in the end, it doesn't matter whether or not you're gonna like it, because no one uses legendaries that much. You catch it, you look at it for 5 seconds, and then you throw it in a box.
Not Zygarde, at least. It's all Groudon, Kyogre.
Yeah, like, no one uses the... Like, in competitive battle, it doesn't matter, because, like, you're never gonna be able to battle with it online, so... Well,
regionals allowed some legends.
yeah, like, there's special moments, but, you know... Like,
Non-event legends.
Yeah. Yeah, but, like, you know, for certain things, it was just like... Meh. In the end, it's just gonna be another Pokemon to add to your box.
True.
I don't know, that's why I've never really gotten that excited. Like, I think legendaries, when they're, like, announced, they're cool, but...
Oh yeah, like, they're announced, you're like, oh my gosh, this could be so cool. You play through the story once or twice, yeah, they're still pretty cool. But then after that, you're like, yeah, it's just another legend.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I think it'd be... It's just, I don't know, there's a certain feeling that one gets. Now, like, when you're a kid, it's different, because, oh, cool, I got all these legendaries. But, like, when you're more grown up of a trainer and stuff, and you're walking around with, like, 6 legendaries in your party, and you're just battling people just look at you and think, like, what? You can't... Come on, dude. Be more original.
Yeah.
It's like, it's more like you're just inviting some guy to come along and say, alright, let's see how fast I can take out all these guys. It's just...
Yeah, like, you know, nowadays, like, you know, legendaries, yeah, they look epic and stuff, but I don't think you really get the feel for how important they are unless you watch the movies. And the movies don't really get much of a good rep because, well, they're made for children. And, you know, and people can complain, oh, the legendaries talk. But you know what? That's kind of, the children will get the idea, oh, this Pokemon's special because he's talking. No other Pokemon really talks. So that's why a lot of the Pokemon do talk. And what I found was pretty cool about the dancing movie is that Zygarde didn't talk. He was supposed to be like the evil bad guy. And, you know, even Mewtwo talked, and he was a really evil bad guy. So I kind of like how they made Yveltal not talk. And every scene with Yveltal in that movie was really cool, too. That was pretty much the extent of the whole movie, though, was Yveltal.
Yeah.
Everything else pretty much was bogus.
Yeah, well, I mean,
wanted to
besides
make a
the
review
weird
on that
shipping
movie.
between the Greninja guy and the Delphox girl.
Yeah, they were just pasted in there.
That just seems so forced for some reason. To me, it felt
like, I really wanted to
forced.
make a review on this, but I ended up not doing it. But this will satisfy me.
I mean, I have the movie. I think it's sitting somewhere in my... Oh, right here. It's literally in my hand right now. Yeah, like, I had the movie, and I watched it with Dur one day, and I haven't watched it again, but...
Yeah.
It was it was cool. It was interesting. I don't know. It's just there.
Yeah,
That-
I watched it on Cartoon Network when it was released, and one thing is that my second favorite band, Scandal, they did the ending credit music and kind of the theme for the movie in
Mhm.
Japan, and I was kind of disappointed that Cartoon Network didn't play it at the end of the movie in America. And then I'm like, wait a minute, they don't play any of the ending music for any of the movies, so I don't know why I got hyped up.
Well, was the song any good or?
Oh, I like it. It's called, I forgot, something to do with meteors.
You know what? I don't remember the movie a lot because I saw it a long time ago. I guess I'll have to rewatch it. But one of the things I
Yeah.
do remember is that one, I think the use of Yveltal was a little underused. I think, if I can remember, like the fight between Yveltal and Zygarde wasn't as cool as I thought it was gonna be.
Zygarde.
Not Zygarde, Xerneas.
Silly.
Yeah, what it was is I think like
Yeah,
they didn't fight as much as I thought they would. And then the other thing was the animation for the diamonds that Diancie like created was just that was really good.
Yeah, I feel that Diancie scenes with the Carbink, yeah, all that was really, I thought that was done really well. It was a little weird that Carbink talked, but eventually once you see the connection with Diancie, you can say, yeah, it can work.
Yeah.
But I really liked all the Carbink colony, all of that scenery, that part I thought was really good. And then the parts with Yveltal, despite how short-lived the battle was, Yveltal looked sick as fuck. It was flying around all menacing and stuff. But again, it ended really short, and it wasn't that long, so.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. To go a bit on the whole thing, like the movies are made for kids and stuff. I don't know. That's kind of why I made that fanfic. Not everyone's a hero, because I kind of wanted a story for more people who are older and stuff. And I hope one day I can get it published, or hopefully somehow get Nintendo to allow me to publish it. Because maybe I don't know. Maybe it'll be a story more mature people can enjoy.
Yeah, that's like one of the things I don't like about people criticizing these Pokemon movies, is because you have these, yeah, sure, you have a lot of many adults playing Pokemon, right? But in the end, Pokemon's created for kids, so that's why all these movies are really kid-like and why they shouldn't get that good of reviews.
Yeah.
And so when people say, oh, I didn't like this, it sucked, well, it wasn't made for your audience. It was made for kids. So, technically, you should really be arguing, and you should be thinking with more of a kid demographic mindset when looking at these movies. So that's why I can't take many people's opinions on these movies very seriously, especially once they pull, well, the legendary talks. Once you're at that point, I can't take you seriously on this review of the Pokemon movies.
Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, I don't know. I kind of. But yeah, that's my whole stance. I would always like a story that's more mature. I guess it'd be cool to have that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know. I guess I'll leave a link to the story, but I don't know. I think I succeeded in making a mature kind of thing.
Yeah, I think you did well with it.
And when I say mature, I don't mean like super dark and edgy. I mean like it had more mature themes and stuff. And it's still in progress. I really do need to write more of it, but yeah, going off that, besides that, there was also other Pokemon revealed. We went from new Pokemon to everything. Let's see, the new Pokemon. You kind of remember them more off the top of your head. I don't usually remember them until I started playing the game more. So how about you talk about your thoughts?
So, first off, I don't think you mentioned this in your last video about Grubbin and the Mongoose Pokemon and the other one. I don't remember if you talked about him in your last one.
Are you talking about like the bugs and stuff?
No, I'm talking about the first two that were revealed, I think, officially at E3.
Oh, you mean the dog and the sloth, or the dog and the koala, right?
No, those were released in the Korokoro. No, the first three were Grubbin, which was a little electric grubby dude, and then there was a Mongoose Pokemon, or a ferret-looking Pokemon. It's called like Young Goose, I think.
Yeah, I don't think I
And
could
then
talk
the
about that. They
third
weren't that
one-
memorable to me. In that case.
Yeah. I forgot what the third one was anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway, the new Pokemon that were released really recently were let's start out with Tapu Koko, which looks, in my opinion, sick as fuck. He is apparently the legendary, or one of the sub-legends, I'd like to call them. I guess part of a trio. In this case, they're going to be the Island Guardians. And he looks really cool. He has like this giant tribal mask that he puts around him, and he has this cool mohawk. And he reminds me a lot of Gallade.
Yeah.
He's an electric fairy type.
Yeah, here's the thing. I can't get
Pretty.
excited about those because, again, because I'm a competitive battler, so I see it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool, but I'll never be able to use him. So it's like, oh, cool.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the difference between like these sub legends and the real legends, like box art legends, is that the box art legends are made to be overly powerful. They're meant to be like, oh my god, they are the shit. While all these sub legends, like, why am I stalling with this? I guess the Reggies, the legendary birds, Raikou, all these other sub legends, they're all legal because they're not overpowered.
Yeah.
They're good, but they do have their flaws. Not every stat's above 100. And yeah, so I find them a lot more acceptable to be used, and which is why I actually do consider using some competitively.
Yeah. Like I have used some competitively, but like Entei's really cool to me. But yeah,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
yeah, I can see what you're talking about now. Okay, no, you know what? My worry was that it was just gonna be another event, legendary.
Oh yeah, no, he's good. And in the reveal trailer where they show what his ability does, you can see a quick glimpse of what the background was before it, and it's this awesome temple scenery. It looks like the background of like an Aztec temple, and it's amazing. I can't wait to look inside of it.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see. So, who's next?
Let's go with Bruxish.
Bruxus.
It's ugly, I think. My friend loves it, or likes it a lot, but I
Bruxus.
don't care for it.
Can you send me that link again to what you're looking at? Cause
Yeah. Yeah, Bruxish is... I have to switch to original Google Chat real quick. Alright, so here is the link.
Okay.
So Bruxish, it reminds me of an anglerfish and a parrotfish mixed. Like, it has a little lure on its head that opens like a flower.
Oh, Bruxish, the
Bruxish.
yeah, that thing, oh god,
The
that
thing.
thing.
Yeah, its ability is good though. It's called Dazzle, and it makes it so priority attacks do not work against it.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking is gonna happen with Bruxish. Well, here's what I'm hoping is that okay, you know, like how with Perugly, the first form of it was like this really cute cat thing.
This took an unexpected turn.
What?
Continue.
What?
So I saw a post someone else made, and I thought you were gonna go along with that, but no.
Oh.
Not different. Your own idea.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought like you were thinking like something weird. No, okay, so like remember how like the first form was cute, but then Perugly was like this ugly cat thing?
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I'm hoping happens with Bruxish. You get this really ugly fish, and then it evolves into like this really like either cool badass looking fish or like this like beautiful fish.
Alright, that kind of lingers on to what I saw on the internet. So some guy made a thing where it had Magikarp, arrow to Gyarados, Feebas, arrow to Milotic, and then Bruxish. What is it going to evolve into? Because, you know, Magikarp and Feebas, they're decently ugly. I mean, obviously we're all used to it now, but Bruxish, it's decently ugly. Is it going to evolve into something powerful and good? Or is it just going to be a single stage?
I really hope it isn't. I really don't want another single stage fish.
Yeah, that really bugs me. Like a Mola Mola?
And Basculin?
Yeah. It looks a lot like a Basculin, though. resembles a lot.
I really hope. Because you know what? Yeah, that was the thing I was thinking of, like something like Milotic. That'd be really cool. I think that'd be cool if it was that. Okay, so next. Wait, is that all we have to talk about Bruxish?
What?
Is that all we have to talk about Bruxish?
Pretty much, I suppose. I mean, it's abilities, again, Dazzle, priority does not affect it. It will straight out say, cannot be used. So, quick attack, nope. Fake out, nope. Brave Bird Talonflame, that's a big one. Cancelled out, no Brave Bird, no priority.
Wait, so it's like it can't even use the priority moves?
What?
So it can't even use priority moves. Like its opponent cannot use priority moves.
Yes, the opponent cannot use it. Cannot use priority moves on this Pokemon.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know about the other way around, and I do not know about in double battles if they can be used, period. But, yeah. So, a second ability is Strong Jaw, and its mouth is decently big, so that's a thing.
Yeah. So, who do we want to talk about next?
Next up, I guess, let's go with Cutiefly. It's a little bee-looking thing. It's free bug, which is a first. I think it's going to be pretty decent typing. It's a cute little thing, and I can't wait to see what it evolves into.
Yeah, unless it doesn't evolve, which then I'm going to be like, that was a waste of time.
I would still kind of use it probably for 5 seconds. Its abilities are Honey Gather and Shield Dust. Shield Dust being the better ability.
What does Honey Gather do?
Only 3 Pokemon have it, and that's because of Cutiefly. And it's basically where it's like Pickup, but with honey.
Oh, okay.
So it's basically Combi's ability.
Alright. Let's get Togedemaru out of the way.
Okay, now this one's kind of a disappointment for the name to me, because everyone's like, oh my gosh, all these names, all in Japanese, and then people have transcribed them, and then Togedemaru is still Togedemaru. There's no English translation, I guess it is the English translation, because in the English reveal video, it says plain out Togedemaru, while all the other Pokemon have names, English names. So that's pretty disappointing. But it's a little, I guess I'll call it a hedgehog. It's cute. Electric hedgehog.
I like it. It's cute. Foxtrot was saying that's gonna be the Pikachu of this one.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But you know what? This is what I want to say. Let this thing evolve via Thunderstone, please. Please give this thing an evolution via Thunderstone. Everyone, there's always a Pikachu for every generation, but you know what? There's never a Raichu for every generation. Give us another, just let the thing evolve. That's all I'm asking, please. Because this thing looks really cute. Pachirisu was like, meh, but this thing I really want to use, and I just hope it evolves. Please, let it evolve, Game Freak.
So here's a shocker too, is that its typing is Electric Steel, and its ability is either Iron Barbs or Lightning Rod.
Yeah.
Now when you look at this thing, I do not see Steel type.
Yeah, I do.
But it is.
I see Steel type. The silver?
Yeah, but I think that's such a subtle change from that white that it doesn't really convey as much to me.
Alright.
But yeah, that's a thing. Little next Pikachu.
I
suppose next...
Wait,
yeah?
Do you think it's gonna evolve, or...?
I hope it does. I wouldn't necessarily be disappointed if it didn't, but I feel it should.
I think it should get an evolution. Okay. Alright, next one.
So, next up, let's go with Drampa. This thing is freaking weird. Its design is not like the others, but I love it. It looks cool. It reminds me of the dragon from Neverending Story, which is basically what it is.
No.
Except it's not like continuous.
Okay.
Its face looks like it.
I
Okay.
did not think of the dragon from Neverending Story. The first thing that came to my mind because of the cave setting and like how it looks is the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah, I'd say a mixture of those
Like,
two.
for the longest time, Lapras was the Loch Ness Monster, but now I look at this thing, I'm like, that's the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah, it looks like a Sky variant because the white on its tail and its head and its feet, or arms, I guess, it looks very cloudish or cloud-like.
yeah, I can see that.
And it has no pupils, so its eyes look like gems, and that's really freaky.
Yeah, it is freaky. It's cool, but what was his type? It's Dragon Ground?
Dragon, normal. How
Dragon
boring is a
normal.
normal type? Come on, bro.
Actually, if you think about that, that means that it means,
It's weak to fighting.
but it's resistant. It can't get,
Congratulations.
but it can't get hit by Ghost.
True. So its ability is a new one called. Shit, how can I forget? It's like Brute, I think, or something starts with a B that's like Brute. And what happened? Oh wait, it was the name of an anime. Shoot, how can I forget? It was the name of an anime. I swear. Berserk. There it is, Berserk. Its ability is Berserk, and if its HP gets down below 50%, then its special attack raises.
That's
You know what
interesting.
that is? It's also slow. So it's like if you have like a citrus berry, if it gets recovered, then what you can do is you'll get hit down to 50%. You can use recover, HP all the way back up. They'll hit you again. It goes down 50%, and it'll keep happening. It'll be like an unburden, but over and over.
That's interesting. I did not think about that. Wow.
Now, I cannot take credit for this idea, sadly. One of our friends came up with it. But I love it.
Dang it, Chief. Should've just kept your mouth shut.
Yeah, but I know he's probably. I don't know if he'll get this far into the podcast, but if he does, he's gonna be like, "Hey, that's my idea." So just to clear that out.
Oh, wait, he watches my podcasts?
I don't know. I haven't asked him,
Oh, okay.
but just in case he did.
Alright. Let's save the coolest one for last. Charger Bug.
Okay, well, I was gonna say let's just go on evolution lines, but okay, Charge Bug, it's pretty decent. I mean, at first glance, it's like no, but then I think Bug Bus, like Cat Bus from My Neighbor Totoro, that's exactly what I think about Charge Bug. Except it's supposed to more resemble like a 9-volt battery, but yeah, it's apparently the second evolution or the first evolution from Grubbin, so that's pretty neat. It's also Electric Bug.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it, I guess.
It's just that, it's that mid-stage evolution. It is the mid-stage evolution to the coolest one, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay.
Vikavolt.
Yeah, well, okay, wait, well, just to put my thoughts on Charger Bug, it's just that mid-stage evolution. Everything has to have it, so it's basically the Kakuna to Beedrill, so
But even Kakuna was cool. So.
There's only that.
Charger Bug's pretty cool.
Yeah, Charger Bug's
Pretty decent to me.
Yeah, it's decent. Hey, you know what? Kakuna's alright. There's only one ever sprite that I've ever seen. I think it's in red and blue, and it's when it has the little
yes.
little talons out.
Yeah, its little arms are out and moving.
Yeah, that's the only time I've ever thought it was cool.
Yeah, it's really neat.
And now,
are we ready?
Yeah, for the coolest one. Yeah, coolest
Alright,
bug.
So, I like to think I called this one's design out from the very first time we saw Grubbin. So, Vikavolt is the evolution of Charger Bug and Grubbin. It's a freaking like stag beetle and a tiger beetle mix. I kind of called it because I said I bet that it'll either be a stag or a tiger, but it's a mixture. So it has like the colors of a tiger beetle, which is basically like a green, and then it has the huge mandibles of a stag beetle and its electric bug with the ability to levitate. So it's basically just bug, weakness wise.
Yeah.
Resistance wise, I don't know if that helps with the electricity. It probably does, But again, I'm not on that resistance game, except for unless you're ice type or steel.
What's
No,
its
not
typing again?
It's typing
Yeah.
electric bug,
Okay, yeah, right. Okay.
just like the rest of the evolution line. But it's awesome because the sides of its mandibles, it's its mandibles pretty much. Like the outer sides are kind of like bug zappers,
Yeah.
so they kind of look like these electric blades.
It
And
just
the carapace is always open, and the wings are out. And,
Yeah,
oh my gosh, it's just beautiful and epic.
it looks so
It has these
cool.
little, it has these separate little mandibles between the bigger ones, and it's orange, and ooh, it looks so menacing and beautiful.
Yeah, I think it looks really cool. I'm definitely gonna use it when I play Sun version. And honestly, I have to compare it to Beedrill. I think it's the Sun and Moon's Beedrill, the badass bee.
Oh, definitely, except it's a beetle.
Yeah. Well, okay, sorry, the badass bug. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, this is the Heracross, or this guy looks really cool. I really hope that they make him strong. They probably won't, but you know what? Here's hoping he'll be like
What?
a Heracross.
I think he's gonna be fast. I think he's gonna be decently fast and have either really high special or really high physical attack, or maybe
Yeah.
even. Because this guy, he looks like he could be anything. He's a flying bug. Bugs are fast no matter what freaking bug you have. They're all pretty damn fast. This guy looks really tanky because his body's somewhat short and stubby, but his wings are huge, and it looks decently bulky. But then you have these huge mandibles with the electricity, so it's like it can either be used physically, like to whack around or fucking chomp on stuff, or it can have the electricity parts be zappy zap.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
So I think it could be anything. I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good. And then Iwanko and the koala Pokemon got their English names, Rockruff and Komala.
Rockruff.
We also got some images of those during, I think, the Taiwan Championships.
Oh,
I guess they released it.
cool.
And then also on the Pokemon Sun and Moon website, they released a few images of one inside a forest, which looks pretty dang good. People are speculating that it will be the starter forest, like how we have for Viridian Forest and Santaloon Forest.
Mhm.
So that looks pretty dang cool. And then we have a picture of someone riding on a Stoutland. And this one kind of brings up many questions, because I've seen some videos on it already, so my opinions may not be all mine. But one thing that's noted is why Stoutland? That's a really odd Pokemon to put. Who the heck wants to ride a Stoutland?
Whoa,
So that might be
wait,
hit
hold
number
on. Where's these pictures at? I'm on the site, but I can't find it.
It says have a peek to new features.
Oh, is it in the Sun and Moon website? Hold on. Dogs.
Yes.
Moon something.
It's also on Siri.
Hey, out of there.
It's literally 2 days ago on Cerebi.net. The news. And another thing that people were pointing out was the scenery, and on the grand map of the Alola region, the place that looks like that is the place where people are speculating is where you find the ultimate legendary, Sogaleo or Lunala. So that's another thing they're keeping in mind, is this going to be only late game and for that region, or is it going to be available for the majority of the region, or...
Oh, sick! You can
how,
ride a Stoutland!
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Or is it
awesome!
going to be like the
Dude,
Go-Goats and stuff?
dude, I love Stoutland. Stoutland's awesome.
I don't care for it as much.
Hey, you know what? I'm a dog lover, so, besides this
It's
new...
forgettable to me.
Hey, you know what? I used Stoutland when I first played White, and that thing was good.
Hey, I did too. It was pretty decent. But it's just forgettable to me. Kinda
Okay,
like Watchog.
well, I guess...
Even though Watchog was
I guess for another reason is that it kind of holds a special place in my heart because Stoutland's kind of like a big fluffy dog, and one of the dogs I used to have when I was a really little kid was like he was a mix, but his name was Forrest, and he was pretty fluffy. So yeah, Stoutland has always reminded me of my deceased dog Forrest. So he kind of brings back the little happy memories of that. So there is bias.
Before people, oh yeah, and before people in the comments start typing this, I'm gonna be the first to say it. Run, Forrest, run! Haha, beat you to it. Get wrecked, commenters.
Damn.
Even though you're probably not gonna get this far, but you heard it here first.
Hey, you know, some people are doing their homework or doing the dishes or doing something while listening to this. I'm telling you, someone has this on as background noise. I'm calling it right now.
Yeah, probably.
One day, someone will listen to my videos. This is what the podcast is for. Background noise.
Yeah, I listen to podcasts when I clean my room or something.
Yeah.
I also noticed, I think we are an hour and a half into this.
Yeah.
Possibly more than
This
that.
is my longest podcast. We're an hour and 6 minutes so far.
I'm gonna be honest, I think it's because of the talk about the filming.
Yeah,
School.
pretty much.
Because of all the theories we tried to explain and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then we're also so hyped about Pokemon, so that's taking a long time too.
Yeah.
At least I'm hyped. I'm very hyped about it.
Hey. I'm excited, but I don't know if I've said this before, but I tend not to get really hyped in the very beginning, but the closer it gets, the more hyped I get. Because right now we're still early. We're only in July. It comes out November, I think, right?
Yeah, November 11th, I think.
Yeah.
Or 18th. One of the two.
It comes out in November. I got a long way to go. You know, I know by that time I'll at least have $40 to drop on Suns, so... You know, I'm just...
Oh.
What?
Yeah. Another thing that I remember is that the Japanese pre-order bonuses have been announced, and that they are figures of Solgaleo and Lunala.
like real figures?
Yes, in Japan though.
We're probably just
So
gonna...
we don't know for sure in America yet. I'm fine with just a poster of the region, because I have the poster of Kalos up in Murray. I love how it's framed. That looks pretty nice.
Yeah, I'm
so
still...
I'm hyped for just a poster of the region. I'm hyped for a figure. I'm hyped for whatever they have. Just make it something.
I'm still a little salty to the fact that when I pre-ordered X and Y, very, very early for anyone else freaking did, I never got a freaking poster.
And that story is why I'm waiting. One of the
Yeah.
reasons why I'm waiting till November to pre-order it.
Yeah, that's why
Also
I'm waiting
'cause
too. What?
Yeah, also because I'm going to college, and if I pre-ordered it now, then I would have to call GameStop, ask them to redirect my pre-order over to Utah, where I'm staying. So that would be a hassle too. So.
Yeah. Yeah, what was I gonna say next? Shoot.
Oh no, I ruined you for a second.
Damn you. Yeah. Wow, I forgot. Segue. Say something. I don't know.
Do you think that's it for now?
I was gonna say something. Dang it.
On here, Pokken Tournament. So apparently, this is directly from Serby right now. It has been announced that the arcade version of Pokken Tournament is to add the characters Garchomp, Braixen, and Shadow Mewtwo on July 20th. However, in addition to this, it's also adding a brand new playable Pokemon. This Pokemon is to be announced through a Nico Nico livestream on July 14th. So we have a brand new Pokemon to be looking forward to. What the hell is it? Nobody knows but Game Freak. And the developers of Pokken.
I personally hope it's Grovo. You know? No bias here.
Sceptile's already in it. That's very highly unlikely.
No! I want Grovyle! Why? Alright, fine. Zangoose. Come on. Zangoose is cool.
It's like, I don't know. I'd have to look at the full list of Pokemon to make a decent guess, but I don't want to make a decent guess right now.
You know what?
Especially because of how long this is going.
I'm putting it
I don't
on.
want to make it too long now.
Hey, you know what? An hour is the longest I've ever had.
True.
Shit, I just dropped my cup of water.
I need a cup of water.
You need a cup. You don't need a cup of water.
Bruh, I haven't got up since I've gotten home at like 9 o'clock, and now it's 12:43.
Dang, what's this? Chief has a life.
10 o'clock, I mean. Yeah, I know, it's not good.
What do you mean it's not good? I was up till 4 last night.
I hate staying up, but I like it at the same time.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, but just remember, you might want to get a decent sleep schedule. Otherwise, you'll be like me, who stays up till 4 and ends up getting around up at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what, I always wake up at like 12. Like, that's my latest. It's always noon. I wake up.
Well, I think we talked a lot. I had a lot of
Oh,
fun.
definitely.
If you guys like Chief, check him out. And you know what?
Second half is probably my favorite half so far.
Yeah, the second half. And you know what? That's what I was gonna say. Darn it! I was gonna ask your opinions on the original stuff, like all the Rotom Pokédex and such.
Oh yeah, you're right. I want to know if you can use it in battle. Most likely not, but I want to know how that will be, because Rotom is a Pokemon, so you'd think you may be able to use it in a battle, but I don't know. And something about having a character infused with it, like, I know Dexter in the original Pokemon series, how he had the cool voice and he read stuff out to you. That was pretty neat. But Rotom, I understand you have a personality to it, but it just seems a little odd to me. Like, I'm not mad that they made the decision or anything, but it is a little unusual.
Okay, alright. And then, what was your opinion of the dog Pokemon in the Koala one?
Koala looks really basic, but its ability makes it beautiful competitive. Same with Bruxish. Their abilities, beautiful. And I guess Drompon. I don't know, a lot of good abilities this time around. His name, again, was Komala. Comatose Koala. That's how I'm going to remember it. Rockruff, I think it's pretty cool. I can't imagine an evolution for him, but I know the evolution is most likely going to be good looking. And I think it's going to be a decently powerful tool, because as I watched the King Nappy on his opinion on it, and he said that because of where they showed him in the video in Taiwan, they're going up against an Arcanine, but I think the surroundings of the battle didn't look like early game, and so he thinks that it's going to be a late game Pokemon. It also says that in its Pokedex entry, apparently, that it hides a secret power, so that makes me think this thing is going to have a badass evolution, for sure.
Yeah. Well, I hope it has a badass evolution, because hands down, he's already on my team.
Komala is already on my team.
I want to use...
I think I can pretty much predict what his evolution is going to look like, because, he has that scruff, beard, probably. He's a koala. How much different can you get? I mean, you can get a fatter koala.
I want to see him have a tree sword. Just want to see him use a giant freaking bamboo stick. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see him his log transforming into a stick or a big club.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But definitely, I'm gonna use Rockruff, and I'm gonna name him Spyro, because he's the thing. He looks like my dog, so I'm gonna name him Spyro, and he's probably gonna look badass. but he's already on my team, hands down. And the koala is going to be on my team until I find something cooler. Unless I find something cooler, but so far...
Oh, and you are. Come on. We all know you are.
Yeah, probably. And the stag beetle, hands down, probably going to be...
Yeah, everyone I've talked to so far, Vikavolt is going to be on their team.
Yeah.
Including me. I feel Vikavolt is going to be how I feel about Scolipede. It's not going to... Like, I love Scolipede. You guys don't even know. But it's going to get pretty damn close to that, I think. It's going to be that one that Pokemon that outshines all the rest. Scolipede, nothing else, no other bug Pokemon stand out to Scolipede. Except for really Scizor, but we don't talk about that. Because he's a special kind of bug.
Because Scizor's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, you know, he was a single stage, he got an evolution, second stage, he's a special one. He's not like Beedrill, Wormhole, fucking all them lazy dummies.
Hey, Beedrill's cool!
Like Scolipede status.
Beedrill is cool!
I mean, like, yeah, Beedrill's cool, but, like, his stats are nothing, like... Come on, they're not Scolipede.
We made him
112
work.
base speed.
We made him work.
Yeah, we definitely made him work. He's just like, you know, typically when you see his stats, you're not gonna be like, oh, I'm definitely gonna use him.
Yeah.
Most people you see, oh, Bugs, he's not good. Scolipede, look at his stats. Hey, he's pretty viable in some situations. Vikavolt, I think he's gonna be the exact same way.
I hope he is. And you know what? Even if he isn't, I'm gonna make him work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be down in that. I'll be down in that super training.
Yeah. So, your starter? Did we already discuss that earlier? I think you might have.
I discussed my starter, but you haven't yet. So, how about you talk about that?
I'm on the Rowlet hype train. Let's just say that.
Yep. So you're with me, with Rowlet.
Rowlet.
Yeah. You know, if you watched my very first video, I insulted you on that, so...
Yeah, I did. There is no phonetic connection on how it will be Rowlet. This owl Pokemon. Owl. Rowlet. Owl. Rowl. Rowlet, there's nothing that it rows. I mean, I guess it maybe could lay on its back and row with its wings, but that looks and sounds really weird for an owl to be doing that.
I like how I tried to aggravate you with the Xerneas thing. It just didn't work, but with Rowlet, all of a sudden we're going hands down, up in arms.
I mean, it's because phonetics. There's just no rhyme or reason on how Pokemon names are made and why it would be called Rowlet.
You know, it's funny because I've watched some people and they've called him Rowlet too.
Yeah, well, they're phonetically deaf too. I don't know.
Well, you know what? Okay. Let me go off that. And what do you think of the battle royale?
Still gonna think double battles attacking each other is better. I'm gonna say that.
What?
Yes. I like the idea of the legit real free-for-all better than this new one. Like, I'm gonna play this new one, but the original idea of the free-for-all, I'm gonna play more often still.
Really?
Yeah, this new one, it's like, as soon as one dude loses, the game's over, pretty much.
No?
By then, I guess it all goes by, yeah, it does. Yeah, as soon as the first person who's all his Pokemon faints, it determines the winner.
What? No, I thought it was the last man standing. I thought it was literally battle free-for-all, but just...
No, it was Battle Royale.
Yeah. Each of the trainers shoots 3 Pokemon, sends one into battle. The battle is over at the end of any turn when all the Pokemon of one trainer have fainted. The players are ranked and the victor is declared based on the number of Pokemon each defeated and the number of Pokemon each has remained in play. It sounds just like free-for-all, but...
No, because in free-for-all, you go until one person's left standing. In this, as soon as one person's out, it determines the winner by okay. So the guy who lost all his Pokemon obviously lost. The winner, let's say, I here had fucking Lugia or whatever, and I killed 5 Pokemon. So that's basically this 4th guy, all 3 of his Pokemon and 2 others. I would win, because the battle would have ended right there. The other guy, who maybe killed 3 Pokemon, don't ask me how that's possible, it just is. It's just an example. He would get 2nd place, and the 3rd guy, he killed 1, he gets 3rd place. That's basically how it will go.
Okay. Alright.
I don't like it as much. I mean, it's something new, and I'll definitely use it. But it's nothing like the original free-for-all in that idea.
Okay. I obviously got the wrong impression. I apologize.
I can understand how you would, too.
Okay.
But I get where they're coming from, though. Like, you know, once you lose in a battle, you're gonna have to, I have to sit here until all these guys lose their Pokemon? That's just great. You know, that's what Nintendo's trying to banish, is that kind of mindset.
Yeah. Okay, so what about the whole meet new Pokemon using the QR scanner?
I don't care for it. I feel it's kind of like how people were using QR scanners to get the Pokemon, except they don't have it. They just know where to find it.
Hmm.
I'm not too hyped on that part.
I thought it was cool. I think it'll be cool, interesting how they handle it.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty. Oh, the legendaries, the box legendaries.
Yeah, I'm getting Lunala for the win. Bat skeleton. It's like a skeletal bat of the moon. I love it. Ghost psychic too. That's neat typing.
Sigaleo doesn't pique your interest at all, or?
Oh, he is cool. Don't get me wrong. It's just that I like the bat way more.
Okay.
Oh, also, I noticed a while ago, Solgaleo has an avocado tail.
What?
Yeah, it looks like how when you cut an avocado in half, it has that big old seed. That's what his tail looks like, an avocado.
What? What?
Yeah.
He has an avocado tail. No.
Yes. Yeah. If you look up half avocado, and then look at an image of Solgaleo, that's his tail.
Hold on. So gay. Sogleo. Oh, Sogleo is a city. How do you spell Sogaleo?
So, S-O, gay, G-A, Leo, L-E-O.
Sogaleo, okay.
Psychic Steel, full metal body.
Full Metal Alchemist. Holy crud, he does have an avocado tail. Holy crud, what the heck? What the heck?
Yep.
What the heck?
So when I do play through Sun, which will probably be shortly after I finish Moon, I'm gonna name him Avocado.
Wow, I am.
Purely for that reason.
Wow, okay, well, on that note, I think that about covers everything I wanted to talk about in this podcast.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
If you guys want to check out Chief, I will leave a link to his channel in the description. Probably not. No, I'm just kidding. I'll leave a link to your channel.
You little sneak.
No, I'll leave a link to his channel. And you know what? For the 13 of you people who watch this, or maybe 12, I'm not really sure who watches this, but you know what? If you want to see more of Chief, let me know, because I kind of want to have a co-host to these podcasts. Hey. And you know, if Chief's up to it, would you be willing to be my co-host permanently? Or?
Of course.
So, you know what? I think it'll be cool. It'll be better than me just kind of like saying half the time. But you know what? I think that's it. Chief, how about you do a little sign out, and I'll do my sign out.
So let's first start off with, this is probably going to be one of the last we're going to have alone. on this podcast. So that I don't know about you, but I think this is a good place to leave off.
It is.
This has been Chief from Creatively Gaming, signing out.
And this has been Emerald Quill. No, not Emerald Quill. I'm sorry, not Emerald Quill. This is Xander signing out from Emerald Quill Studios. And
Huzzah.
have a good day. Have a good night. Have a happy 4th of July weekend if you're in America. And that's it. Bye. Stop.